It is said in Jeremiah 1:5, "Before I shaped you in the womb, I knew all about you. Before you saw the light of the day, I had holy plans for you." In other versions, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and before you were born, I consecrated you, and I appointed you a prophet to the nation." Before I formed you. That means God formed us in our mother's womb. God could have appointed the angels to form us. And it is said, "Before you saw the light of the day, I had holy plans for you." God could have made plans for our life after our birth. But God was so concerned on us that He planned the purpose of our life even before the world began. As He said in Ephesians chapter 1 verse 4, "According as He hath chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before Him in love." God has chosen us before the foundation of the world. That is how much God is concerned about us. And the following words tell that we should be holy and without blame before Him in love. He wanted us to be with Him even before the world began. And that shows how much He loves us. And that is why He sent His Son Jesus. God has the power to make us fully, create us in the blink of an eye. But God kept us in a mother's womb for 10 months. And all these 10 months, He was concerned about us, concerned about you. As told in Psalm 139:13, "For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb." Our human body is intricately carved by God. For example, if you take the cell in our body, it is the smallest unit of our human body, and even that smallest unit contains nucleus, many organelles, DNA, etc. A cell can be seen only under a microscope. Then imagine how small would the DNA be? DNA and protein enzymes are very intricate. In fact, there are about 75 trillions of cells in our body, and each cell contains of DNA, which is very complex, twisted, knotty, and has great use. 1 million cells die every second, and the human body can replace 20 millions of cells in just a few seconds. Which means how much over a day? It's amazing, right? That gives us a clear picture that God cares, and He forms and He works in our body every second. If God replaces these tiny cells in seconds, and He's concerned about you every second, all these small things which you don't even care about the most in your body, then how much would He care for your life and the situations you're going through today? Even when we were in our mother's womb, He was concerned about us. So much He was concerned that from the tiny cells to our largest bone in our body are well formed. He looked after it. Even when we did not see the light of the day God had planned for our life and was concerned about our life and loved us so much, then how much more would He be concerned about us today? When you were being formed, He was so much concerned about you. Today, when you have breath and when you walk and go through the ups and downs of life, how much more would He be concerned about you? God loves you. He is mindful of you, and He says that I will instruct you and teach you the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you. Right now, you may be facing problems, anxiety, fear, worry about tomorrow, worry about taking decision. But God tells that He will instruct you, His eye will be upon you. Because it is said in Isaiah 43:4, "You are precious in my eyes and honored, and I love you." Today, God loves you and He's concerned about you. He will turn all the situations